Hey, Instagram and YouTube family, this is Megan Marie coming to you with the first haul of 2025. You guys, I'm so excited to get things up and running and start showing y'all content. And my goal for this year, my resolution is to be more consistent with weekly content for all of y'all who so kindly follow me and find an interest in my reviews and collections. And I do appreciate all of you, and I will continue to do better and do my best. All right, so first up, we have my haul from Half Price Books. Half Price Books, I love Half Price Books. I just love the vibe going in there, and there's always something interesting to find. I went in there and I sold some of my manga, including the first 6 volumes of Sweat and Soap, and because I purchased the box set for the first box set of Sweat and Soap, that's why I sold my singles. Bought the box set and intend to buy the second box set that comes with stickers, and that's awesome. So I had like 21 bucks. Yeah, that and a few others only got me like 21 bucks. These days, with everything, the different ways to get manga and trade manga, Half Price Books used to give a lot more money, but it's different now, and that's okay. I just needed the space most of all. So the first thing we have here is Skyscrapers of Oz. So this is a cute one by Kitty. And if you know, you know, old school, Kitty always gives real good stories here. So let's check this out. So we have from telling your spouse to walking your dog, no job too small. And let's get close here. Oh, my eyes are bad, y'all. I'm getting old. Let's see here. Mari Kudo and his partner Yoichi are drop dead gorgeous handymen, as they prefer to call themselves, with a dangerous backdoor operation. These two lead a double life as seductive hitmen. Their latest assignment is the vengeful wife of a prominent CEO. She's determined to humiliate her aging husband's paramour, a handsome young man named Yo Kaito. But before Maria can begin this mission, he finds himself rescuing the intended target from a vicious street attack and then sheltering him in his own apartment. Ooh la la. Yes, yes, yes. And the steaminess ensues, I'm sure. So, yeah, this is by Yoshino Somei and Ro Takakura. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. And I hope that it doesn't end up being so good that I want more. And if it is, hopefully there'll be characters from this world by this author that I may find, like I did for Spiritual Police. And yeah, Spiritual Police collection. There were other spinoffs as well. So the next thing I got here is The Loudest Whisper by Timari Matesu Moto. This is a volume 1, so it is a series. And let's check it out. It says high school student Hirishi and Seiichi are the closest of friends, which only adds fuel to the fire of gossip about their supposed romantic involvement. When quenching this lascivious rumors becomes impossible, will these friends do the opposite and really give everyone something to talk about? So this is really cute. I don't know these other titles by this author, but this looks like a really cute story. It is mature rating, and just like this one is looks like it's 18 older, and I consider that mature rating as well. But this sounds like a cute story. I love my vintage manga, y'all. I just love my vintage manga. So another thing that I found at Half Price Books was this series here, and this is called Crown. And I don't know if it's just 2 parts. I'll have to investigate, but they did have 1 and 2. Whenever I go into Half Price and I find a vintage and I see it's a first volume, I want to grab it if I like it. If I have to get one like that starts at 2, I don't like to, because I want to like give a first volume tryout, you know. But this had 1 and 2, and Crown is, let's see here. Let's see. My hero thought she was all alone in the world until her long lost brother and his best friend showed up and turned everything upside down. Ruthless and dangerous, the two men have vowed to protect the innocent girl from the ambitious queen who wants her dead. As my hero learns more about her forgotten past, she and her handsome bodyguards must face explosions, assassins, betrayals, and budding romance. This sounds very exciting. One of the guys is her brother, so I don't think it's gonna be, yeah, like I think this is the brother, because I don't think it's gonna be like, yeah, like some manga with, yeah, y'all know, if you know, you know, if you know, you know. Okay, so yeah, this looks like a really good story. I get the feeling with the wedding here looking like they got married that this might be just 2 volumes, but you'd be surprised at how the short series are so good. And again, if I like it, I hope that there's a word. If it doesn't continue on past 3, I hope there's a world with these same characters in it. So, last but certainly not least, I have been searching for this volume, and it's on Amazon for like 59 bucks. Okay. And I was like, I'm not paying that much, but I needed volume 6 of Your and My Secret. And when I saw that they had volumes 1 through 7, well, I have volumes 1 through 5 and volume 7. I did not have volume 6. And I double checked my eBay list, and then I saw that this was the one I was missing. I was so stoked to get it for $13, and it's selling on eBay for $59. That's the most expensive that I seen it, and it's in beautiful condition. Is I mean, like, this is awesome. There is one more volume, volume 8, that I gotta try to find, but I was so glad to get this volume for only 13 bucks at half price. They came through for the girl. All right. So these are my cute, I always grab these cute bookmarks because I am a bookmark hoarder. Dinosaurs Don't Read. Look how that turned out for them. Disturb me while I am reading and see what happens. Yes. And here we go. Don't leave me in suspense. What happens next? So cute and absolutely adorable. So let's take a look at that. That is the half price haul. Now, that's the half price manga haul. So let me continue. Now, I'm going to also start doing movie reviews as well, because I adore movies too, and I want to like get into all of the shenanigans of movie reviews. So what I picked up for a really great price here is Hot Tub Time Machine. I have Hot Tub Time Machine um in my book. So what I ended up doing was I needed room at some point a couple of years ago, because I've been collecting so much manga. And so I did was I got one of those old school, if you know, you know, those old school CD holders and DVD holders, and I just threw away a lot of my covers like this. But now that I'm starting to collect again, and I see more collectors on YouTube, that makes me like, oh man, I want to start collecting again. I wanted to just get the covers or the full thing of stuff, that DVDs that are like my all-time favorite. So this is one of my all-time favorite movies, Hot Tub Time Machine. And Craig, anything that has Craig Robinson in it is going to be good, because he is so funny, and all these guys are super funny. Um, I just love this. And Hot Tub Time Machine 2, I gotta get that too, because like I said, I have them, but I don't have the cases anymore. And these are some of my favorites that are worthy of having the case. Next up is, and that was a good deal for like $2. So $3, I got Clockers, and it looks like it's factory sealed. Clockers was a great old school Spike Lee joint that was just amazing. Mekhi Phifer. And then I think this also has Isaiah Washington in it, if I'm not mistaken. John Turturro. Yeah, these are just like awesome additions to my collection. This is just an awesome story, and it's a thriller. If you ask me, it feels more like a thriller. And it's one of my favorite Spike Lee movies. One of my favorite Spike Lee joints. Yeah, definitely awesome. Next up is I picked up this horror collection, and it has a lot of horror movies from the 70s, and I love horror movies. So we have Blood of Dracula's Castle, Blood Mania, Brain Twisters, The Devil's Hand, The Madmen of Mandoras. Let's see, Nightmare in Wax, Prime Evil, Satan's Slave, Stanley, Terrified Terror, Trip with the Teacher. Yeah, over 17 hours of entertainment. These are gory horror films, and I'm, like I say, and they have, these are like old school horror films like from the 70s. You got one dropping in from the 90s, but the 60s and the 70s are the ones. That's what really made me pick this up. So yeah, definitely excited about that. And then the next great deal that I got, and that was only $4, and this is $3 I got, and this was chocolate. And I I love Johnny Depp. This is one of my favorite movies where he looks so handsome in it, and this is one of the movies that just made me fall head over heels in love with Johnny Depp. This was just a really great story altogether, and I absolutely adore it. So that was it for the haul that I got at the half price bookstore. Let me flip this one this way, and yeah, y'all get it. Y'all get it. So that was the half price pickup. Okay. Next up is going to be my Barnes and Nobles pickup. So I dropped in at Barnes and Nobles, and I got this. This is the world's greatest first love. No, the world's greatest first love. The case of Retesu Onodera. This is volume 16, but I'm not at volume 16 yet, but I got it because it was 50% off. So yeah, I picked it up. So if you know, you know. I don't want to give too much away because it's like reading the back of it for a volume that's in the middle kind of gives too much away. So yeah, very stoked to get this one, definitely. And this is another one that is explicit content, and I always try to make sure I let everybody know this is one is mature, so mature in nature, not for the kiddies. And of course, I don't think anything from Kitty is going to be, age appropriate. It's not going to be appropriate for young people. So yeah, all of that is grown up stuff. The Crown is over 16. So yeah, so older teen. Yeah. All right. So next up is back in the day when I was growing up, and like I think it was I was already growing up. So you're talking late 90s, early 2000s, and you could get Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the magazine. You can get Angel, which is a spinoff from Buffy the Vampire Slayer magazine. You can get Supernatural magazine. They made magazines that went in depth about the different episodes and gave you great pictures. And it was just a great collection of magazines that now you have to go to eBay to find. They don't really sell those anymore. But I did come across great horror magazines that just made me feel really excited. So let's see here. I have here Vampire Carmella's. This is that old school style of drawing that I like. Kind of makes you think like the heavy metal drawing from, if you watch the heavy metal, if you watch that and that American animation, that kind of style, and the 70s style of horror. Let me just make sure I'm not showing anything inappropriate because it is risque content in this magazine with these stories. And so it's like a vampire series of comics, and it makes you think back to like when I was reading up on H.P. Lovecraft and the type of they would write stories and send them off to magazines, and that's how they would get their stories out. And you got these great stories in magazines and one-off stories and things like that. And so they still do that, where they have great authors that make comics, of course, and also stories that they sell in magazines. And I just love the art style of this. And this is Vamps number 25, and I'm definitely going to get only $6.99, and I'm definitely going to be getting all of these with the beautiful scantily clad ladies and the monsters and stuff. That's always awesome. The next up is the Shutter magazine, the world's the world's number one forgive me, #1 illustrated horror magazine, also $6.99. I love this barbaric style, kind of Thunderdome-ish, and the different horror tales that are in this magazine. Again, I gotta watch for something that's to make sure it's not too inappropriate, because there's some scandally cladness in this as well. But this is something that I definitely want to get into, and it's only $6.99. We'll definitely be getting back orders for that. They used to have, like, okay, so they still have Otaku USA, and I saw Otaku USA, and it was, I'm not gonna say it was a shell of itself, but it's not what it used to be. Which everything has to change. So I saw there's only $6.99 when it used to be like more like 12 or $13.99. But back in the day, you would get a demo of new anime and a poster, two-sided, sometimes more than one poster, and it was really thick. And that's changed a lot, and I think, times have changed, but I missed that about it, and so I didn't pick it up. It is not what it was before, so I didn't pick it up. But here we have H.P. Lovecraft, the complete Cthulhu Mythos Tales. I purchased this because I could not believe how beautiful this artwork is. This is a Barnes& and Noble exclusive, and it's just beautiful. I mean, you look at the spine, you look at the back, you get a poster with it as well. I'm thinking of buying two of them because I want to buy a second one. I mean, I want to have one that's unopened, because I have his complete collections on Kindle, but I really want to have the hardback like this, and I want one that's unopened. So I may go back and get another one. It's $25, but I think it's worth it because this artwork is beautiful. So that was all the things that I got at the half price. At the half price. I mean, at the Barnes and Nobles. So we got that Barnes and Nobles. Yeah. So next up is my eBay haul. I was so stoked when I saw this available, and the seller has these in mint condition, and this is Osan Idol, which is about a group of men who come together to make a band, an idol band, when they're in their 30s. So the first volume, I'll read that. Mikoroku Osaki is 36 years old, unemployed, and unhappy. Having been bullied in his childhood and even into his adult life for his weight, he became a shut-in after being unfairly laid off. For a long time, the only thing that brought him joy was online gaming. Then he tried the popular Let's Try Dancing. It was addictive and transformative. Inspired by his new hobby, Mikoroku decides to turn his life around. He begins singing karaoke and going to the gym, where he meets Yoichi, the director of an entertainment company, who encourages Mikoro to pursue his dreams. Mikoroku, sorry about that, y'all, only wanted to have fun and get fit, but when he accidentally uploads a clip of himself singing and dancing, it goes viral. Can he really become an idol even at his age? Suddenly, it doesn't seem so impossible. I read this once. I think I bought a used copy of the first volume. I love it because you have this idol story about grown ass men. I love the teeny bop stuff, the burly 20 stuff. I like that. But it's so rare when you're dealing with grown and sexy people in manga and anime. I can appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, and I got this for a really good deal. I think it was about $40, and I have volume 1, mint condition. I mean, it looks like I just went to Barnes and Nobles and bought them myself. They look brand new. So I am so grateful. Definitely going to give a great review to the seller, because these were kept in mint condition. Yeah. Make me think of mint condition. Stop breaking my heart, pretty brown eyes. I'll stop doing that to y'all. Making y'all ears squeak. Nails on a chalkboard. I'm not going to do that to y'all. And look at the just beautiful covers. Nice grown ass men. I love that. Okay, now this video has been long enough, so let me give y'all just that shot here of that. Beautiful covers. And let me give y'all a shot of the half price haul. Yeah, all of this wonderfulness. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope your new year started off with a bang of goodness, love, and happiness. And I hope it continues to do so throughout the year. And I look forward to bringing y'all new content on a weekly basis. Thanks for tuning in, and peace.